What's up, guys? It's Who's Tip Q. For you analysis part 2. This is one of the 3 parts you're getting next week. That's gonna be pretty good. Today we're going from Chestnut to Doublade. I think I did channel on this, but I think I did. We start with Chestnut. Now, Chestnut is a pretty interesting Pokemon. It's mainly here as a physically defensive wall with a nice grass type and fighting type. So basically, those are probably gonna be running our spikes. Spikes are really good hazards. If you want Stab, Drain Punch, and Seed Bomb are the recommended ones. You could also be a stall set with Leaf Seed, get rid of Seed Bomb, and run Spiky Shield, which can be Spiky Shield. You can run that set, which can be a little bit annoying for Pokemon. This is a typical set you will see on the ladder. Other sets would have Seed Bomb potentially, or Power Up Punch if you want to run offensive. Sword Stance is potential. Wood Hammer can be potential CB set. Taunt and Synthesis are potential moves, but those are very rare to see. Zen Headbutt potentially, unless it's a wacky team that runs Belly Drum. Okay? So that would basically be your set for Chestnut right here. This would probably be your set. So the next one, of course, is after Chestnut. It is Cloyster. Cloyster in this tier has few things it can do. It's only run with a Focus Sash or a White Turf. Its main set is Skill Link with Shell Smash, Razor Shell, or Ice Shard. Ice Shard. I'm citing this because those are the 2 moves you wrote on there. Icicle Spear and Rock Blast, that would be your set for this thing. Otherwise, it would be a Focus, it's still a Focus Sash. It would not be Skill Link, it would be Overcoat, it would be Spikes, Toxic Spikes, Rapid Spin, Ice Beam, that would be your set. As a Hazard Mon and Physical Defensive, because look at that Physical Defense. My low with this thing is Physical Defensive, alright. And if you want to run an offensive, fair enough. But never ever doubt this thing's special attack and its, no stats. It's a fantastic Pokemon. In tier, but it's at risk of dropping the RU. There are some better options for bulky waters like Melodic and Mega Blastoise, but it is a good option as a spinner. Next Pokemon we go on to is Cobalion. Cobalion is one of the best Pokemon in the tier. There's so many sets you can run. The best is probably Stealth Rock, Volt Switch, Taunt, Ironhead. That is my favorite set. But seeing this bulky lead set, this would be your set for that. You can also run Close Combat. You can run Thunder Wave. You can run that sort of set and make it a little bit more offensive. Fast Sweeper would be your set there. With Leftovers or Air, and another item you could run a Shuckle Berry. Because of all the normal types or ground types in the tier that could hinder Cobalion's usage, that can be a set. You can also run like an offensive Life Orb set with Sword Stance, which is a team I've been running lately. Thunder Wave could still be an option. Close Combat, and potentially like another move like Return or something like that. Stone Edge, that would be your set with the Life Orb. So that's really Cobalion. Very good Pokemon in this format. Good typing, good stabs, good speed, fantastic Pokemon. Next is, I think it's called, no, it's Conk. Conk is a basically offensive thing. Life Orb Sheer Force is a thing. Or Iron Fist. Ice Punch, Fire Punch, not Fire Blast? What? That's kind of scary. I guess the Sheer Force potential. Well, if Tauros can do it, this thing can do it. Fire Punch, Drain Punch, and Mach Punch is a set. Thunder Punch is always an option. Knock Up potentially instead of Fire Punch. If you're an OU, Earthquake is also an option. Maybe not if you're running the set. If you're running Guts, with potential. You can run like a Guts Flame Orb set to be able to deal damage. You can run Iron Fist with Fire Punch. And there you go. Be so fast. Sorry about that. So we go for Assault Fest, and yeah, bulky physical sweep is probably going to be your spread. You could maybe run 4 in speed to outspeed things like, no, 4 in speed to outspeed things like Blissey. Like, you're at 45 speed, you can maybe speed creep the Blissey so you don't have to take hits. Like maybe 100 speed, probably outspeed Blissey. What's Blissey's? I did Blissey before, didn't I? Blissey. I did do 10 Pokemon last time, right? Not skipping anyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is there a new Pokemon in the tier? Did I not cover Celebi? Did I do 11? Oops. Did I miss one? I don't know. But yeah. That's basically what you'd be running with Conk. Anyways, after that, we have our next Pokemon. Crawdon. Crawdon. One of the best wall breakers in the game. You can run a Sash set with Dragon Dance. It gets both Dragon Dance and Sword Dance, so you have 2 different options to set up with. You're going to run a Choice Scarf Switcheroo set with Crab Hammer, and even use the Choice Scarf to your advantage. You knock off and Crab Hammer Aqua Jet as priority. You can be a superb wall breaker with this thing. Aqua Jet almost OHKOs Mammoth Swine. Crab Hammer does knock off, kills Crest, because Crest is so annoying. You need a Crest check on your team, and this is a perfect one. Perfect water type. If you want an offensive water type, this is your guy. In OU, it's Manaphy, and UU, it's Crawdon. Fantastic mon. Physical sweeper. Not too much speed, but maybe on a Trick Room team. If it's a Trick Room team, Crawdon is your guy. So, yeah, let's go. I just talked so fast for that. Right, so next Pokemon is where is it? Got the Crawdon. Yeah, Crest. As soon as we talk about that, basically this thing is annoying. Basically, depending on your team, you will run probably this set. This is the most likely set you will run. This is the most likely set. There's also the option of running Sub. Basically, if you're running 5 fighting types plus Crest, you will run Sub plus Psychic. That is what you will run. Because that just works, and then physically defensive, plus you get the death boost, plus you already have a high special. Oh my lord. And you also speed creep this thing. My lord. This thing also has coverage. This thing is a boogie though shit, and no one likes to deal with it. The only checks in the tier to you have to beat it with status, you have to beat it with Chrono. You put this thing with something like Blissey and Celebi and Aggron, people are just going to forfeit because that is what people hate. Plus a wall breaker, plus a rapid spinner. My lord, people will not want to face you ever, 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 ever. They will never want to face you ever, and that is why Crest is such a fantastic mod. It makes people forfeit. It's basically a common setter, physical defense, basically like Suicune, but it's a little bit bulkier. But I guess Suicune does have the better team. So next we go on to Crobat. We only have 4 Pokemon left to go over. Crobat is a fantastic Pokemon on this format. Crobat can be run in a few ways. Choice Banded is a way. Now, there are 2 abilities. Both of these abilities are very handy. Inner Focus for Pokemon like Niantic, like they click Fake Out, you click Brave Bird. Infiltrator, of course, is Pokemon like Whimsicott behind the sub. But if you're CB, you'll be running moves like Brave Bird, U-Turn, insert that in, Cross Poison, and what's the other one? Potentially Defog. This Pokemon is actually really good in this format because there is the set that I like the best, which is Black Sludge. Now, this set does carry U-Turn, But the last move I like to run on this set is Haze. Reason Haze because Haze, it stops Crest from setting up, it stops Suicune from setting up on your passive Crobat set, which this will be your passive Crobat set, where you're bulky and you're defogging. So that would be your set. Other sets are potentially like a Life Orb mix set. Since Quagsire is now in the tier, you can run Giga Drain. You can still keep Haze. You can keep U-Turn. You can maybe swap U-Turn or Haze out to Cross Poison. And the last move would probably be either Dark Pulse or Heat Wave. That could be a set now. So yeah, that's really Crobat. The next Pokemon is Darmanitan. 3 Pokemon left. I actually might skip Donphan because I went over it in my league analysis for GBA format. So basically, no, I won't. Basically, what this thing does, Life Orb or this. That's all it clicks. That's all it clicks. Unless you have a whole team of poison types, then it clicks Earthquake. It can also get so much initiative U-turn. This is it's either Scarf or Banded or Life Orbed. But I would say Scarf or Band for this Darmanitan. This Darmanitan will break. Sheer Force, Flare, Blitz. Oh my god. Heart attack. If you see a Darmanitan and you have a heart attack when you're playing it or a panic attack, you are weird. Just gonna fucking say that. So, anyways, Darmanitan's Purple Breaker. Choice Scarf gives it that little bit of speed that it needs. Yeah, basically Crawdaunt, but a little bit faster, and it's a fire type. So both of them, if you see them on the field, run for your life. Or if it's Darmanitan, put in a Melodic. Just switch in a Melodic or a bulky water. Otherwise, you're fucked. Okay? Glad we had this talk. I've saved so many people. Anyways, yeah. 2 Pokemon left. We got Donphan. This thing is technically going to be just Rapid Spinning. It's going to be a leftover sturdy bulky Pokemon with Stealth Rock, Rapid Spin, Ice Shard, and Earthquake. That's going to be its set. If it doesn't have Ice Shard, it's going to be like a coverage move that you need, like Gunk Shot or Seed Bomb. Like that's going to be its typical set. Also, maybe Rock Slide, Stone Edge, or something like that. But this is going to be its typical set that it runs. Going to be physically defensive. Good physically defensive stat. Good attack stat as well, so it can hit pretty hard as well. That's typically Donphan. If you want to see a more in-depth analysis of Donphan, head to the GBA analysis part 1 video. This will probably have to go up after that then. Got it. Now the last Pokemon for this episode is Doublade. This thing is annoying, especially with its ability, but this is going to be the set that you potentially... No, Shadow... No. There it is. Shadow Sneak, Sacred Sword, and Sword Stance. The only other move I would run on a set is Iron Head, which is Stab. So either Sacred Sword, Iron Head, or Shadow Claw. But I like Shadow Sneak's priority. I like the set because it can deal with Cobalion. The other set can't. So that's why I like the set a lot more. So Iron Head is also the other move you run on the set to do. So the only 5 moves I would run on this team. So yeah, that's really it for the Digimon. They're not really versatile, these Digimons that we had, like the last Pokemon. They were very versatile indeed. But these Pokemon basically have 4 movesets. You can just run about 8 moves on them, but it's tough to figure out what moves you will run on them. And that, you find out with a lot of Pokemon in the UU tier. So yeah, that's basically it for this UU analysis. Thanks for watching. I've now got 4 more videos to record. I could do that on the Monday and just launch 2 of the videos. And of course, more on Wednesday, launch 2 of the videos, and then this is going to be done. See you guys next time. I've been Who's Cute Epic. Goodbye, my friends.